it's Janisa. So today I'm going to be talking about my marriage and my pregnancy. I just got married on June 2nd of 2021. I married somebody that I met in school. Well, we actually met at work because we used to work together, but we ended up also going to the same university. So we ended up getting married June 2nd. We actually met back in, I think, March of 2018. Neither of us were Christian, neither of us were saved. We were literally just friends the entire time up until the time we both ended up getting saved. So around 2020, the end of 2020 is when we actually started to date. And then June 2nd of 2021, we became married. I'm not going to go too much into my marriage video because I want to do a pregnancy vlog in this video. So as of right now, I am 20 weeks pregnant. This is what my belly looks like. So it is pretty noticeable, especially when I wear tight clothes like this. It's pretty noticeable. I don't know the gender yet, but I do find out next Friday. I will probably, well, most likely I will record it and do like a little gender reveal, but we're actually going to have the lady at the facility tell us the gender instead of doing a gender reveal, since we're already doing a baby shower later on. But 20 weeks pregnant, and I just wanted to do a few pregnancy tag questions. So I am in my second trimester, by the way. I'm halfway through my pregnancy since I'm 20 weeks. And the first question I want to answer is pregnancy symptoms and signs. So I found out I was pregnant at, I want to say 5 weeks. It was actually pretty early, like 5, maybe 6 weeks. I found out I was pregnant. I want to say 5. The way that I found out I was pregnant was I used one of those clear blue tests, and it was like the cross and minus ones where you just pee on the stick and then it'll tell you if you're pregnant or not based on the cross and the minus. So when I took the test, it was like a faded line cross. But even if it is like a small faded line, that still means you're pregnant, because all the tests do is detect how many, the level of the pregnancy hormone is in your urine. So even if the pregnancy test comes back as a faint line, it still means you're pregnant. It just means that there's not a lot of that pregnancy hormone in your urine. So I found out when I was 5 weeks. And some of the symptoms that I had was tender breasts. So it was probably my very first symptom that actually started before I found out I was pregnant. And what else? When I found out I was pregnant, I want to say about week 6 is when I started to have very, very bad nausea and vomiting. It was to the point where I was vomiting like every other day. Nausea was really, really bad. I couldn't cook, clean, smell certain things. So I was really eating things like applesauce, bread, fruit, water. And even sometimes when I eat those things, I still threw it up. So that's how bad my nausea was. It didn't start to calm down until about week 15 or 16. And some women do have nausea throughout the entire pregnancy, but I was blessed to have my nausea pretty much stop at week 16. Your doctor can prescribe you some medication if your nausea is really, really bad. So the next question is, how many months are you? I think I already said that, but I'm 20 weeks, so that's about 4.5 months. I'm about halfway through my pregnancy. My family's reaction, my mom was excited because this is her first grandchild, and my dad, he pretty much already knew that this was gonna happen after we got married. And question number 3 was, do you know the sex? I don't, but I will find out next Friday. And question number 4 is, what did you want? I wanted a boy at first, but now it honestly really doesn't matter. I'll be honestly whatever the Lord feels fit to have us raise right now, that's what I'll be happy with. So regardless if it's a boy or girl. My husband was leaning more towards a girl, but I really don't think he cares anymore. So we'll just see next Friday. Question number 5 is, do you want more children? And yes, I actually do. I want about at least 4 because I really want a big family. I want at least 4 children. Hopefully God gives us at least 1 boy and 1 girl, but regardless of what God plans to give us, we'll be happy. But I do want at least 4 children. And number 6, my biggest craving, as of right now, I've been craving a lot of Philly cheesesteaks, chili cheese fries, just things that are very, very heavy. It was not like this my first trimester when the nausea was going on, but you know, when you transition into your second trimester and start gaining weight, you will start craving heavier foods, because that's all I really want to eat is heavier foods. I don't really crave anything healthy. So yeah, just like Philly cheese sandwiches, chili cheese fries, regular fries, just things like that. Number 7, the best part of being pregnant. I think there's actually a lot of good parts about being pregnant. Really excited for the growing baby bump. It is getting to the point where people are starting to notice that I am pregnant. And also just praying for your children, praying for your future child, just praying for their salvation, and just thinking about things like their personality, what they're gonna be like when they're older, when you give birth. Just a lot of good things about pregnancy. I honestly can't complain. Very excited for my first child. And yeah. Number 8, the worst part of being pregnant, probably the hormones, such as the nausea, because the nausea was very, very bad for me the first trimester. And you do become a little bit emotional during your pregnancy. People say that's normal, but yeah, I was, still kind of am a little bit emotional during my pregnancy sometimes. And question number 9 is names picked out. So if it's a girl, we're leaning more towards Charlie. We were gonna do Corey with an I, but we're still not sure yet. So most likely it might be Charlie if we don't change it. If it's a boy, he wants to name him Marcus, but I really don't like that name. I like the name Ezekiel. I like the name Jesse. But we're still kind of undecided right now. We probably won't decide anything until we find out the gender anyway. Number 10, who will be with you during labor? So my husband will be with me. I'm still not sure if my family will come down, but I'm open to my friends and family coming down because the facility that I'm giving birth at lets however many people you want. So question number 11 is my birth plan. So as of right now, I am doing prenatal care at this all-natural birthing center. So I plan on doing a water birth. And I'm actually due March 1st of 2022. So I plan on doing a water birth at this facility. It's all natural, no medications. So if everything goes as planned, then I will be giving birth there. Number 12, will you film it? Yes, I will film it. I want to film it. My husband doesn't want me to, but I really want to film it, especially since it is our first child. 13, natural or medicated. Natural, if everything goes well and I'm able to give birth at this birthing facility, then it'll be natural. Number 14, are you scared about labor? I am a little nervous just because I don't know how I'll tolerate the pain, even though I can tolerate physical pain pretty well. It's really just the pain about labor. Other than that, I don't really have any other fears or anything like that, but our women's bodies, they're made to give birth. So I know it's gonna hurt, but afterwards when the baby comes out, I'm probably not even gonna think about that. So number 15, what do you look forward to after pregnancy? Definitely raising my child alongside with my husband and just following biblical principles as it applies to a family and the child. Definitely want to raise my child in the Lord. I pray for their salvation. I'm looking forward to my child just being a man or woman of God, and just seeing what the future holds, and seeing what kind of personality my child has. I kind of already have a glimpse of it. I feel like they're a little bit camera shy, especially when we do ultrasounds. And yeah, just things like that. Number 16 is, will you breastfeed? Yes, I do plan on breastfeeding. And number 17, do you plan to work or be a stay-at-home mom? So I am working right now, and I do plan on working. When my child hits about 6 years of age, I do want to start homeschooling now. Because I really don't want them in public school or even private school, really. I really want to raise them and be involved in their lives, especially with education and other things that goes on in the home. I am a very, very big advocate for Christian parents or Christian mothers homeschooling their children. Number 18, will you make your own baby food? Probably not. I'm just totally fine with buying it from the store, as long as it's a good brand. That's really all that matters with me. I'm not really sure how long they'll be using, jarred baby food and things like that, but I do love to cook, so whenever they can start eating regular food, then of course I will cook for them as well. And number 19, do you have any nursery ideas / themes? I really like the elephant theme. So that's the same theme I want for my baby shower. So regardless if it's a boy or girl, I definitely want to do an elephant thing, but I haven't really thought too much about that anyway, just because they're gonna be sleeping in me and my husband's room anyway until we're able to get a bigger place. So yeah, that's really about it. If you have any questions about pregnancy, definitely leave them down below. I guess I'll probably give you some other symptoms that I experienced beyond my first trimester. And when I got into my second trimester, you definitely start to develop that pregnancy line on your stomach. I heard that was just due to hormones, and it'll most likely go away after you give birth. Constipation is also a really big thing, especially when you first start your second trimester. Just because your bowels and everything are slowing down, so you get really constipated. Even when you drink a lot of water, it still seems to be that way, but it will start to ease up a little bit. Weight gain is also another big thing. My pre-pregnancy weight was about 104 or 105, and as of right now, I'm like 121. So you will gain weight. The smaller you are, the more weight you'll gain. And another big pregnancy symptom is dental plaque. You will develop dental plaque, or you might, I don't know, you might develop dental plaque along like your gum lines. I actually had to go buy some toothpaste that's targeted for your gums and for gum health, just because pregnancy plaque was so bad. But then again, they said that's also because of hormones as well. And that's really all of the symptoms that I can think of so far. I mean, your boobs will get a little bit bigger, just because I think at this point in your second trimester, they are starting to fill up with the milk and stuff. But so of course your breasts will go, but then again, at the same time, you are gaining weight all around. But other than that, that's pretty much all I can think of. If you guys have any questions about my pregnancy down below, or maybe pregnancy in general that you think I might be able to answer, definitely leave it down below, and I will do my best to answer everyone's question. And I definitely want to do a marriage video with my husband. I'm not sure when that'll happen, but just giving our story, our testimony, how we met, and things of that sort. And that's really about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and just leave down below any suggestions you would like for me to do next. And until next time, bye guys.